Oh yeah, let's get this fucking update started, baby. Got my tissues, got my coffee over there. Sick as fuck. Do this. Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Mood616, and yes, this is my first update of 2016, and there's no other way to do it than being really fucking sick. That is right, as you can tell by my voice, I am super sick. Yeah, I started feeling like crap yesterday. Woke up just full-blown, just under the weather, man. I'm just not doing that well, so was planning on recording this last night. Didn't work out, and so I just popped a bunch of Dayquil, got my coffee, and yeah, let's get right into this, man. So, a little bigger update than December, like I said it was probably going to be. And this isn't even all of it. I'm actually missing a bunch of stuff that I ordered. Yeah, I still haven't gotten a couple things that really pissing me off, but anyways, not bitching about the post like I always am, but let's get right into this. I got a couple VHS right off the top here. I grabbed this because it's my favorite movie of all time, and I used to have this exact VHS, and I just wanted it back for my collection, and that is the Dawn of the Dead doubled cassette, the gatefold right there. Yeah, $2, whatever. I put it back in the collection, but I've been trying to find as much Dawn of the Dead stuff as I can. If I come across it, I'll pick it up and stuff. So yeah, that collection is really starting to grow big again. So Dawn of the Dead, I grabbed this for like 50 cents, and I only grabbed it because it's like, I think it's the original one from 84, 85 when it came out, and that's the original Gremlins VHS. I like the cover art on this a lot better than the Blu-ray and DVD and stuff like that. Actually, I think they used this on the original DVD release, but this is awesome. So 50 cents, couldn't pass it up. Grab this one. This is the original media release of Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, which happens to be my favorite one in the franchise. I really wish I still had all these VHS. I used to have the box set way back in the day, but when I was younger, I moved around a lot, and I got rid of all my VHS because they were starting to get destroyed and shit, and starting to grab some of the stuff back for super cheap. Next up here, another 50-cent grab was just Child's Play. Yeah, I think this is the original one, too, from MGM. From like 88 when it came out. That's kind of cool. And this was like the score of a long time, man. This VHS is really rare, hard to find. And it also doesn't have a DVD or Blu-ray release. And it's by one of my favorite directors, William Freud, and that's Blue Monkey. If you've never seen this flick, definitely check it out. You can get bootlegs here and there of it. But it's a fantastic Canadian horror film, creature feature film. That takes place in a hospital. It's really cool, man. But check out Blue Monkey if you haven't. But this was such a fucking score, man, to find. Yeah, this was awesome. Couldn't believe I actually found this. Technically, I didn't. My buddy held it for me at his shop until I came in. And yeah, saved it for me. So that was pretty awesome. But yeah, a couple of VHSs off the top. Ripped through those. Anyways, yeah, need some coffee and we'll get into these DVDs. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing better than drinking coffee when you're super fucking sick, man. Ugh. Man, I feel like fucking trash. Ugh, so bad. Yeah. Alright. DVD's got a lot more than I had last month. Put it this way. First up is one I've been wanting to see for a long time. I haven't checked it out. I actually just got it in. And I'm really digging this line. It's from Panic House Entertainment. It's like an off-label of Synapse Films. And this one is called The Curse of the Crying Woman. Now, I reviewed a couple of these Casa Negra, these legendary Mexican cinema films on my 31 Days of Horror. So I'm really curious to check this one because I heard this is one of the best ones. So yeah, I'm so curious to check this out. From 1961, of course, black and white, but Mexican cinema, absolutely love it, man. Really, really underrated. So, yeah, Curse of the Crying Woman. Next up here is one that I watched, and like this one, oh my god, it fucking had me cracking up, man. I was killing myself laughing over this shit, man. It was so funny. I loved the claymation in this. I thought it looked fantastic. I would like to see what the Blu-ray looks of this. I think it was like a Best Buy exclusive down in the States or something. But anyways, Hell and Back. This is fantastic. It's a rated R claymation, you know, well, obviously like cartoon, but it's for adults. It's very filthy, gory, fun. It's a blast. It's such a blast, man. Yeah, if you get a chance, check this out, man. I picked it up for like $9 or $10 or whatever, but really fun stuff. Oh, thoroughly enjoyed that, man. Had me kill myself laughing. It's actually got a pretty cool cast in here. You got Danny McBride as a voice in here, which is pretty good and stuff. But you know, among people, good voice actors. Next up here is one that we'll be getting to tonight because I need to finish off the Howling franchise for the Howling franchise podcast that we are recording tomorrow morning. And yeah, I've watched the first 6 so far. I just need to watch 7 and 8. But anyways, I grabbed this from the UK because it does not have a Region 1 release, and that's the Howling 7. Yeah, this movie is really, really bad, but you know, I had to pick it up. But yeah, actually the cheapest I've ever come across it too, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, the Howling 7, really terrible flick. Finally knocked off another one of these shameless releases that I've been wanting to grab. I think I need about 5 more now. For the ones that I want to get, because I have like all the other films on different formats or different labels. Anyways, I did watch this one, and it's called The House with the Laughing Windows. Now, I'd never seen this giallo before. I always knew about it. It was just really hard to get because it was, I believe, a shameless release. I mean, a no shame release back in the day. Was it no shame, or was it Shriek? I can't even remember who released this. But anyways, long out of print and hard to find. But you know, lo and behold, Shameless Entertainment released it. This is a really cool giallo, which is really straightforward. It's not like, it doesn't have a lot of twists and turns or bends in it and stuff like that. It's pretty straightforward, and you know, honestly, a little predictable. But I had fun with it, though. I had fun with it. So good atmosphere in it. But yeah, good stuff. Next up is a film from, I believe, the 50s. When did this bad boy come out here? I think it is from the 50s. I'm positive. Anyways, this is kind of just, I grabbed this version of it because it's released by our Image, and I have the Alpha Video one. The cover art's better on the Alpha Video one, but the picture quality is shitty. But I love this movie, and it's called Terror's a Man. This is just a fantastic film, man. Really, really fun stuff. Maybe it is from the... No, this is from 1959. That's why I was wondering. I was thinking maybe it was from 1960 or 61. But yeah, 59. If you've never seen Terrorism, man, check this out, man. It's fucking awesome. Of course, it's in one of these shitty snapper cases, which is in really good shape. I got this thing for $2. So, and I was looking online, and you know, up in Canada, it was selling for like retarded money. But I doubt it's that expensive down in the US. But Terrorism, man, good flick though. Next up here is a remake that I actually enjoy. I love the original film so much. It's definitely one of those movies that didn't need to be remade. It's one of these foreign films that had to have American release. Remake for people that can't fucking read. Yeah, anyways, we are what we are. Loved the original film. I thought it was fantastic. But this was a cool remake because they did it a little differently, and they did change up a lot of things, and I like that about when you do remakes. You don't just do like a shot-for-shot type remake, which never seems to work properly, but they changed up some things in this one, and I need it for the collection, so we are. Good film, though. Oh, man, next up here from Wild Eye. It's a film I've been wanting to see for years. It came out in 2003 somewhere in Scandinavia. I think it's a Finnish film. It's Norwegian, and I remember hearing things about this one for years, and it was so hard to find. And then out of the blue, Wild Eye decided that they're just going to release this film, and I fucking jumped all over it. And that's Bread and Circus. Now, this movie is insane. It's definitely not for everybody, but this one is a really interestingly sick and disgusting film with a message. It's pretty cool. It's basically, you know, the film starts out with a guy being born from a vagina that's growing out of Mother Earth. So just put it, you pretty much know what you're getting yourself into with this one. And he's kind of checked over to make sure that he's normal. If he's not, he gets kind of thrown into into this society where where they throw all the rejects and stuff like that, and the government polices this. Basically, it's about these people kind of getting back at the government and stuff like that, kind of uprising and revolting against the government. The oppressed people getting back at the government. So it's very political, but in the way that they do it, it's just crazy. It's disgusting. It's got like a lot of like Monty Python type humor, a lot of slapstick. Not really slapstick, but just like really dark, fucked up Norwegian humor. But man, there's one part in this film I've truly never seen in a movie ever before, and you probably never will ever again. It's just nasty, like beyond nasty, and he really does it too. And that's the crazy thing about the film, is that some of the shit that's going on here, I mean, if you're just kind of taking it for what it is, you're probably going to miss the entire message, but it is about, revolting, the oppressed people coming back against the government and stuff like that. And, it does have a message, because this shit really does happen. The government does oppress, not the normal people. So, this is interesting. And I love the ending. The ending was fantastic, but I highly recommend Bread and Circus, man. For the people that like really crazy shit, yeah, I mean, if you love trauma films and stuff, this one definitely could have fit in that type of realm. But good stuff, man. I loved it. Absolutely loved the film. Next up is a giallo film. I finally not got around to seeing. I'd never really heard of this film before. And my buddy Zach. I'm trying to remember if I showed this off last month or not. No, maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. But yeah, I came across this one, and after doing a little bit of research, I think I actually had heard of this film before. It was released by No Shame. This is one that was released by No Shame. Came in like a cool statue type edition and stuff like that. But it's called The Red Queen Kills 7 Times. I did review this on the podcast, and yeah, this is a really awesome giallo film. Really cool stuff. It basically has all those elements that make up an awesome giallo. It's got great kills, lots of twists and turns, beautiful women, lots of sex and nudity. Just tons of characters. But just a lot of really cool stuff. And the story's actually kind of interesting too. So, if you're looking for a really fun giallo to watch, check out this one. I believe Eyecatcher Movies is a German label. This does obviously have English subtitles, because otherwise I wouldn't have known what was going on. But yeah, it does. And it was, decent. I paid like $20 for it, but I mean, I don't think you can find it for any cheaper anyways. So, but yeah, cool. If you're a big, Italian giallo fan, check this out. Great film. I grabbed another one just for the original Anchor Bay collection. I do have another edition of this, but Alien Apocalypse, of course, with Bruce Campbell. I have fun with this movie. It's not a great movie by any means, but it's Bruce Campbell, man. Another one I did grab for doing a 2000 top 10 show for 2002 coming up here in March on the podcast. So I've been trying to watch like every single 2002 film I possibly can right now. I've been picking up some of the lesser known ones that I'd never seen before. This is one of them. This is released actually to my amazement by original Anchor Bay, and I had no idea when I got it. And it's called Hatred of a Minute. Now this movie was actually produced by Bruce Campbell. Really low budget, independent type, kind of almost serial killer film. But I thought it was pretty decent for what it is. When I was watching the film, I was like, damn, man, this movie looks so old, because it came out in 2002. And then after I finished the movie, it actually comes with a booklet inside. So I read the booklet, and it says that this movie was actually filmed in 1995, and it took like over 7 years for it to actually be distributed and get out there, and they actually had to finish the film too. So that would explain why everyone was wearing high jeans and it looked all 90s and shit. But I gained a little bit of a greater appreciation for the film after reading the booklet, because it did go through a little bit making this film, but it was kind of cool, man. It's low budget serial killer about a guy that was just totally beat down by his stepfather and just gets revenge and then just goes on a fucking rampage. Pretty cool stuff though. I enjoyed it. Next up, another one from 2002 that I'd never seen before. And yeah, I'd never even heard of this film. I was just kind of looking at 2002 list, came across it, found it for a couple bucks, had to pick it up. And it's called Hunting Humans. Now, if you follow me on Body Bags, my review channel, I did review this, I believe, last week on Body Bags. And it was pretty good, man. So you want to hear my full thoughts on this one? check it out. But Hunting Humans, you know, low budget serial killer film about a serial killer hunting another serial killer in a cat and mouse game. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Hunting Humans, 2002 stuff. Another film from 2002 that I had heard of, just never seen it before. You know, I had to grab this one because it had Priscilla Barnes in it and Corey Haim. Yeah, and it's called The Backlot Murders. Basically about a band that's shooting a music video at Universal Studios. Yeah, everyone starts getting picked off one by this mysterious killer. There's a lot more to the story than that, but you know, it's fun. It's decent. There's a lot of elements to this that are pretty bad, but there's a lot of funny kind of, you know, humor that's in it. There's this one really great line. This dude's talking to this girl, and they're talking about the Psycho House, because the Psycho House is there. And he says to this girl, he goes, have you ever seen Psycho before? And she goes, yeah, the one with Anne Heche. Fuck, that line made me laugh. Yep, go figure, right? But The Backlot Murders, it was decent. Next up here, this one is actually relatively new. I did review this on the podcast also. This is like a homage to Duel, or a remake of, or whatever you want to call it, and it's called Wrecker. So if you follow me on my channel, you know that I'm a big fan of road horror films. I love road horror. But yeah, Wrecker right here falls completely flat. If you want to know my full thoughts on it, check my review out on the podcast. I ripped this one a new asshole. The ending's terrible. Not a great film. So, but Wrecker, yeah. And then I picked up a shitload of Takashi Miike stuff, man. I've been in a Miike mind state right now. The odd thing is I haven't watched any of them because I've been preparing for this 2002 show and our Howling show too, so I haven't really watched any of these things, but I did grab a lot of them. First up is the Takashi Miike collection. This is a 4-disc set. It comes with Bodyguard Kimba 1 and 2 and Family 1 and 2. This is a good thing, man. It was like, you know, $20 for this thing, but it actually is all on separate discs, so it's got, you know, Bodyguard Kimba 1 and 2, Family 1 and 2, so that's really cool, man. You know, awesome. Way cheaper getting the discs separately, so yeah. Next up here, I grabbed one. Who released this? I don't even know who. This is like Amy Ego. I have no idea this label, man. I've like never heard of this label. It's so strange. Not very often I get a release in, and I'm like, who the fuck released this? 2-disc set of Graveyard of Honor, Takashi Miike. This is like, oh, I don't even know this one. Real life infamous gangster. Yeah, it's like gangster stuff. Miike does a lot of, you know, Yakuza and gangster type films and stuff like that. But this one looks really cool, actually. Yeah, this one I've heard nothing but good things. I was happy to get this deluxe edition released by Tokyo Shock, and that's Fudo, the new generation. Finally grabbed this. This one's been on my list forever to grab. I love these slipbox things, man. They're fucking awesome. So, but yeah, Fudo, cool stuff. Next up here is another one I've actually been really interested about too, and this is another one released by Tokyo Shock, and that's Detective Story. Yeah, you know, my Takashi Miike stuff. Another one here. Now this one looks strange. I don't really know what the hell this one is actually about, but I wanted to grab it. Yeah, this one just sounds really, really strange, but it's called Demon Pond. I have read pretty good things about this one, but it is a Miike film, so it probably is strange. This one's kind of straightforward, like a cop. Well, even the name's pretty straightforward. Another one from Tokyo Shock, and that's Negotiator. Man, that cover is just terrible. That is an awful, awful cover art, man. It looks like a bootleg. It's so dull, but it's not though. But yeah, Negotiator. Been wanting to check this one out forever, and I really wish that Part 2 would actually get like a Region 1 release. I think it has like a Region 2 or something. I don't know. But that's Zebra Man. This shit just looks batshit crazy. Yeah, it's a superhero called Zebra Man. Oh, so good. Heard nothing but good things about this one. I know this one is like I think this is like an epic, man. This thing's like over 3 hours. I think this is the film. Another one released by Tokyo Shock, and that's Izo. So, samurai warrior story. I love samurai stuff, ninja stuff, Yakuza. Yeah, all this type of stuff's great. So, grab that one right there. This one sounded pretty cool, man. I got to change the case on this one. It was an X-Rental, which was like in perfect shape, though. Didn't even have a mark on the disc. Another one from Tokyo Shock, and that is Crow Zero. So I believe this is like, and it's like high school kids. I don't know, but yeah, cool stuff. And last up for the DVDs, we've got another film with, there's another movie with the same title. Or is it Sliver or Silver? Maybe it's Sliver with, shit, I don't even remember. But anyways, this is another one released by Tokyo Shock, and this one is Sliver. Yeah, this one looks fucking awesome, man. Really good stuff. But yeah, so that was, a pretty fucking hefty Takashi Miike haul right there. I've actually got another Miike film here in the Blu-rays. But that's actually not even all of them. I actually ordered a couple more that I never got in. Like I said, I'm missing a lot of stuff that I ordered from last month. I don't know what the fuck's up with the mail, but... Alright guys, stick around, and we'll hit up the Blu-rays. Yeah. Oh man, this update is really, really draining me. Like 20 minutes into it, I'm already fucking like just drained. Oh, I hate being sick. I kind of forgot about this. I don't think I showed this off last month because I don't think I had it, but my auntie actually picked this up for me, but that is the Walking Dead Yahtzee set. I had lent her all my Star Wars movies to watch, and she brought me back this with the Star Wars films. I was like, thank you, auntie, you're awesome. So that's pretty cool. But I just thought I'd show that off because it was sitting here and I didn't even realize it was actually sitting on the table. So, but anyways, let's get into these Blue Rizzles. Yeah, man, I picked up a lot of good stuff. And like I said, this isn't even all of it, man. I'm missing a lot of stuff that hasn't come in. I still haven't got my Arrow Deep Red edition, which I'm fucking pissed, man, because that shipped on January 18th, and it's like February 4th today, and I still don't have it. So, thank you, Post Office. Yeah, figures. And I'm actually missing a few other ones, too, which I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Some of this stuff came really quick, and other stuff, it just doesn't want to come to me. Come to Butthead. Yeah. Alright, let's get into this. First up here from Mondo Macabre, everybody and their mommy and daddy and grandma is showing this one off. I don't know. I'm fucking delusional right now. And that's a lizard in woman's skin from Mondo Macabre, the limited edition, limited to 999. If anyone cares, I got 423, baby. Yeah, the Redbox limited edition. I did watch this, man. I mean, I've seen this movie before. I have the Shriek Show DVD. This is actually the fully uncut one, but man, the transfer on this, beautiful. Looks great. It looks really, really fantastic. I thought it was just awesome, man. It's a really bizarre, psychedelic giallo. I like this movie, man. I'm a really big fan of this. I like the chick that stars in this, too. She's in a bunch of films. I'm so bad with names, I can't remember, but she's in a movie like House by the Beach and stuff like that, and among Italian films. But yeah, if you can, I know this one's sold out already, but definitely grab the standard edition when it comes out just for the film itself. It's really awesome. Or great transfer. From Vinegar Syndrome, I was very, very excited when they announced this because the Trauma DVD full screen, not the greatest quality, of course, it's Trauma. So when they announced this, it's like, I gotta jump all over this one. Because I really like this film, man. It's fucking nasty. It's just one of those kind of brutal films that it just pulls no punches, man. It comes right at you. And that's Luther the Geek. Now, this movie would appear that it would be goofy, if judging by the Trauma DVD cover, and even this one. That is the reversible, so when you order this, you'll get this one. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. I don't really actually care for that cover too much. I like this one a little better, even though it's more busy, and I'm generally not a busy person when it comes to art, but yeah, the transfer on this is just outstanding. It's like, it blows my mind how Vinegar Syndrome can, actually do transfers like this. So, really amazing stuff. Pick it up. I recommend it. It's awesome film, man. From Severin. I actually forgot I grabbed the shit. I'm so fucking delusional right now. Shit. I'm all hopped up on the caffeine and the fucking Dayquil. I never take the shit, so like when I do, I just like, I get like buzzy. Yeah, this one right here, I was so happy to see this actually hit Blu-ray. This is so cool, man. And what a cool edition too of Nightmare Castle. Now, it comes with Castle of Blood, which was released by Synapse. I have the DVD of that, and that's a cool film. I really enjoy that film. Never seen Terror Creatures from the Grave. Still haven't watched it. I was actually going to watch it the other night, but I just too much preparation for these shows and stuff. So, but I did watch Nightmare Castle and really enjoyed it. It's pretty slow, but it's fun though, man. Everything with Barbara Steele is fucking fantastic in my opinion. She's just great. So, but yeah, creepy film. Good stuff, man. Awesome edition. Get your hands on this. I got this for really cheap too. I think it dropped down to like 17 on Amazon CA, and like the day I had it in my cart, and the day before, I think it was 37, and it dropped down to 17 or 18. I was like, holy shit! So had to snag it up. Yeah, not very often you see shit drop like $20 on a Blu-ray. I don't know why it was 37 in the first place. It's ridiculous, but another one here from Kino, man. Kino has been just pumping out some really good stuff, man. They always dropping good shit, whether it be on their Kino Classic line or Redemption or just regular Kino, or how many fucking labels does Kino have, man? Just, I don't know. But this is awesome. And Spellbinder. When I was doing my 52 Horrific Weeks 1988 series, this is one film that I kept wanting to grab because it was on the Warner Archive series, I believe, or something like that. And or it was on the Archive series, one of them. And I just didn't want to pay $20 for that DVD. I'm glad I didn't, because then it came out and I ended up getting this for cheaper than that DVD. So, but yeah, really fantastic film. I love this film. Just pick it up. Just pick it up. Really cool stuff. Don't want to say anything about it. Don't want to give anything away, but check out Spellbinder. Very, very cool film. I believe when this film first came out, John Travolta and his wife, Kelly Preston, were trying to stop the release of this film because it shows her tits or something. I'm assuming that's because she was naked in this more than she was supposed to be, I guess. I don't know. But then again, she did the scene, so what does she expect them not to use it? She's hot. Yeah, good film though. I enjoyed it. Speaking of Dawn of the Dead, I don't even know what I'm doing with my life anymore. I'm just sitting around, just buying shit that I don't need, but I found this for a really good price on Amazon. And I was like, okay, I gotta grab it. And that's the Umbrella Blu-ray release of Dawn of the Dead. So now this is my third Blu-ray of Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, this is just the theatrical cut of it. Which is cool. You know, it does have actually features on here. It's got the Dead Will Walk documentary and stuff that's on here. But yeah, you know, this is actually got the original cover art, so kind of cool. Dawn of the Dead, my favorite movie of all time. Of course, I'm just going to keep picking up editions, right? From all of this is not a horror film, and I was really kind of shocked when I first got this in the mail because I never asked for this, and they like randomly sent me this, and I was kind of pissed off because like, you know, I got to review this, but you know, at first I didn't realize what it was, but it's called Let There Be Light. And at first I was like, damn, man, like war documentary. And I was like looking at the time and I was like, shit, man, this thing's like 281 minutes. It's like 5 hours long. And then I realized what it was. And it's like this totally amazing award-winning documentary, John Huston's wartime documentaries and stuff. And it's like, it's got like five different documentaries on here about World War II. And shit, apparently this is just like outstanding, so I'm really looking forward to checking this out. But yeah, it's just so strange because I never requested this, and it all of a sudden just comes in the mail. I'm like, fuck, I hate when I get shit that I don't ask for. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I fucking finally bid on this, man. The price dropped to like, you know, the respectable $29.99. I hate paying shit like that, but then again, this is Criterion. And that's basically equivalent to paying $20 on the Barnes Noble sale with our conversion. And that's Quaden. Quaden? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, I'm probably butchering that. But this is an anthology film from 1965, and it runs about 3 hours long. It's like 3 1-hour short films. I've yet to see this. And I was going to grab this DVD so many times, and then they announced a Blu-ray, and I just kind of held out and grabbed it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, man. I love Criterion releases. They always do such a great job, but yeah, you know, just knocking off the Criterions that I want. Next up is a couple Trauma Blu-rays, and I was thoroughly surprised at the transfer on this one because I have these on DVD, and of course the DVDs are full screen, and they're, you know, they're Trauma looking. So, got some good prices on these ones. Class of Nukem High Part 2. The transfer is actually pretty good on this. I have to say it's probably one of the better Trauma transfers I've seen so far. I don't have all the Trauma Blu-rays, but I have most of them. But yeah, this one's good. Such a goofy, fun film. If you like Class of Nukem High, the first one, this one definitely isn't as good. It's actually kind of retarded, but fun as hell. It's got some fun moments in it, man. Really fun moments, but classic trauma shit right here. And of course, I had to grab part 3, which I have not watched yet, and the good, the bad, and the subhumanoid. This one is even goofier than part 2. Oh, I remember the first time I watched this movie back in the day. I hated it so much. I was like, this movie's so bad. But it grew on me. It's not great or anything, but it's trauma, and it's fun. So, whatever. Class of Nukem High 2 and 3. Yeah, so funny story with this one. Like I said, I was preparing for my 2002 show on the podcast, and I popped in Cabin Fever the other day, thinking that the DVD I had was a director's cut, because I hadn't watched it in years. Anyways, I popped in and looked, and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't the director's cut, because I thought it was. I had the lenticular cover one, and I'm like, shit, I need the director's cut. And I think the director's cut was only released on Blu-ray, so I was like, shit, I actually have to upgrade this for the director's cut. Yeah, Cabin Fever director's cut. Haven't watched it yet. This has about 6 more minutes in it. And I did do some research before I picked it up to see what the difference was. Apparently, the director's cut is just the original version that they showed at the Toronto Film Festival when this was being screened back in 2002 or 2001 or whatever it was. And so upon the theatrical release, they cut like 6 minutes out. It's not even anything too crazy, but apparently the reviews say it does add a lot to the film. There's a little bit extra gore, and there's some like really extra kind of extended scenes with like different transitions and things like that actually really do work for the film. I thought that's pretty interesting. So I'm very curious to check this out. Probably not going to watch it till closer towards the show because I just watched the theatrical cut again. And enjoyed it. It's a fun film. It really is. But yeah, Cabin Fever, director's cut. Getting into some Scream Factories, which I'm still missing a couple that I haven't fucking got yet. It's just such a battle up here in Canada trying to get these fucking things. Watched this one last night. After I watched a couple of Howling films, I needed something to, kind of tame my mind. And that's Jack's Back with James Spader. This is basically kind of an updated version of, like, it's a copycat killer of the Jack the Ripper story. It's a 100-year anniversary of Jack the Ripper killings, and this guy is basically mimicking these killings. But it's got a pretty interesting story. I think the problem is with this movie is that it's way too predictable. It's so predictable. I picked out who the killer was in this film in the first 20 minutes, and I was so mad by the end. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But it's not a bad film or anything. I just, maybe some people won't pick it up, but, James Spader's pretty cool in this film. He plays 2 different roles. Cool stuff. And that's not a spoiler. Oh. He has a twin brother. Continue along with the Scream Factories. This is a great William Friedkin film, man. I wish this guy had done more horror films, because it seemed like every horror film that he has done has been really good. I was just talking about Bug in a Top 10 Tuesday video the other day. That's not really a horror film, but kind of horror-esque. Good film. And that is The Guardian. Very happy to see this at Blu-ray, because long out of print Anchor Bay DVD, very sought out, and Scream Factory drops the Blu-ray. It looks really good. And it's a fun flick, man. Really fun flick. Kind of like full core in a way. But good execution, man. William Friedkin knows how to tell stories pretty well. Like his build-ups and things like that. I don't know why I'm opening up these. Nobody cares what the disc art looks like. Yeah, good film, man. Check out The Guardian. If you've never checked it out, it's just nice to see something, come back into print. Holy fuck, this movie right here. I honestly don't even know what to think of this, man. This is one I'd never really heard of. When Scream Factory announced it, I was super stoked about this because I'd never heard of it and I didn't own it, so it wasn't an upgrade. Sunny Boy, which I believe this didn't even have a release anyways. I could be wrong about that, but I think it didn't. So, Sunny Boy with David Carradine. It says David Carradine and Sunny Boy. Like, David Carradine's not even the main character in this. He plays a transsexual, is what you want to call it. What's the politically correct? Transvestite girlfriend. Ooh, sorry, I hope I didn't offend anybody out there. He's not even really the main character in this one. It's just such a strange film. Basically, Brad Dourif in this film steals a car for his boss he's working for. And it has a baby in the back of it. Anyways, John Carradine's character, he plays this transvestite, decides he wants to keep the baby, or she wants to keep the baby, and they raise it like their own. But they keep it locked up in a cage, and it gets all crazy and shit like that. And Oh, it's just such a strange film. Like, it's kind of slow and like kind of really lacks in a lot of direction at times. And I don't even know. It's not a terrible film, but it's not great at all. Like, I don't know. I think I honestly don't know what to say about this movie. You just have to see it for yourself. I think it just could have been a lot better, especially the third act. I think the third act could have been a lot better in this movie, and it does feel like in the middle of it there's a lot of filler also. So I don't know. It's just a weird structure. I think it just really lacks in direction personally, but I don't know. It was okay. It's not a bad film. I'm not saying don't go grab it or anything, but you know, it was actually one of the cheaper Scream Factories I picked up recently. So, but yeah. Speaking of fun Scream Factory shit, man, this one right here. Oh my god, man. Fucking, what did he go underneath on this one? Gilbert Russell? Oh, I love Bruno Mattei has like thousands of different aliases. Pretty awesome stuff. And that's Women Prison Massacre. Typical Bruno Mattei, women in jail film. Awesome, sleazy shit. I loved it. It was so fantastic. Yeah, really good stuff, man. I just love Bruno Mattei. I wish everyone would just start releasing all Bruno Mattei stuff, man, because he just makes such fun, bad films. Great. But yeah, one of the double features that finally got in. I'm still missing that Ghost Warrior and what was the other? The House Where Evil Dwells. It still hasn't shipped. I had that thing pre-ordered. It still hasn't shipped. I know it's been out for like a month and a half or something. I don't know. But of course, Dungeon Master was released on that horror pack, the 4 horror pack. And Eliminators was released by Shell Factory on one of their sci-fi 4 packs or whatever. I did watch Eliminators on Blu-ray. It's super bad and cheesy. It's fun though. I've seen the movie before. Dungeon Master I do like. It's really cheesy. This is just a strange double feature for Scream Factory release. I don't know why they put these. Don't know. I don't know. And last up for the Scream Factories is the last of the Takashi Miike films, which I actually popped this in one night and I didn't even hit play. I got sidetracked and I ended up doing something and it got really late and I didn't feel like watching the subtitle film because I was actually really tired. And it's a good thing I didn't because I like fell asleep like right after because my eyes were killing me. And Over Your Dead Body. And I heard this movie is really cool, really twisted and strange and psychological. I mean, everything I would expect from Takashi Miike, really. I mean, come on. I mean, it is what it is, right? So, but yeah, another Miike film. Fuck, man, I grabbed a shitload. That's crazy. But yeah, that does it for the Scream Factory releases. One box set here before I get into the last of them here. Non-horror related, but I grabbed this because I got I had like a $50 gift card, and so I only paid a couple bucks for this, I believe. And that is the Hobbit trilogy extended cuts. I like this edition. It's very much like the Lord of the Rings one, but this got this magnetic kind of fold here. But the cool thing was, I was surprised to see this. They came in black cases. I thought that was really cool. And another thing that's really surprising about this is that I haven't seen any of these movies. Believe it or not, I have not seen any of The Hobbit. I'm kind of weird like that. When they started putting these out, I was just like, I'm going to wait for the Blu-ray extended edition box set to come out. Lo and behold, I did. Patience. But yeah, I'll get to this someday. Probably just marathon them like I did with Lord of the Rings. Same thing. Getting into the Arrows. First up, I got an Arrow Academy one here. And starring Robert Mitchum and, of course, Shelley Weathers. Shelley Winters? My God. Delusional, The Night of the Hunter. This is one strange motherfucking movie. Strange film. Really enjoyed this though. I thought it was fantastic. It's just a strange script. It's got a lot of really interesting cinematography in it. A lot of use of animals and like strange things, and it is a cool film. I think on first watch this movie, people might just be like, okay. Kind of like how it was mistaken back in the day. Like it was a total bomb. Directed by Charles Laughton. I guess this is the only film that he ever directed, but you know, it's a very cool edition. It comes with this really, you know, thick booklet and stuff, which, you know, I'm not going to go through it, but yeah, it really does go into depth about the film and things like that, and it's just cool film, man. Definitely check this out. I know Criterion's put this out too. Yeah, check out Night of the Hunter. Great stuff. And the last of my order is the rest of the Arrow stuff that I picked up from the Arrow sale. At first I was going to order a lot more, and I just kind of downgraded. I just grabbed the stuff that I really did want at this moment. And I had to grab this. David Cronenberg's Rabid, because I love Rabid so much. Marilyn Chambers in this film, of course, the porn star Marilyn Chambers, which I've seen many of her movies and spent probably way too many hours watching her short films, if you get my drift. No, but I think she's actually not a bad actress. She does a good job in this, man. Like, if you honestly didn't know that Marilyn Chambers was a porn star when you're watching this, you probably would have never even guessed it. It's kind of interesting, but I always loved this movie, man. Just great body horror type. Fantastic stuff, man. Rabid. Yeah, you can't go wrong. DVD Blu-ray release. Yeah, awesome. Love it. Decided to grab this. I was on the fence about this, and then I heard, one of the transfers is a little better than the Rare edition, but I wanted to grab this because it actually comes with two different versions of the film. Restorations of the film. Yeah, there is one from the 35mm dupe negative, and there's a standard. There's two different Blu-ray. I think it's two different Blu-ray transfers. The one looks really, really crazy. It's just, you got to see it for yourself. But of course, City of the Walking Dead or Zombie Nightmare. Nightmare City. Jesus Christ, man. I can't think right now. But yeah, I love this movie, man. The fucking ending is so great in this movie too. It's awesome. But yeah, like, it does come with a couple different transfers of the film. I want to say that, I can't remember which one I don't know which transfer it's called on here, but one of them is way better than the other one, in my opinion. It's less scratchy, and it has less damage and stuff. There's like a little bit of flickering and washed out look and stuff like that, but I think the original negatives were super damaged on that, for that transfer, and then the one that they used just a duplicate or something like that, the transfer looks cleaner because it doesn't have all that damage to it. But you got the options on it. So, Nightmare City, love this film. I love the fact that it's underneath this title, City of the Walking Dead. I have this shirt and it's awesome. Next up here is one of the best, probably the best canon film ever made, I swear, for quality wise. This movie's actually legitimately good, and it still blows my mind that Canon made this movie. And that's Runaway Train. This is such an awesome flick, man. Awesome stuff. Jon Voight, Eric Roberts, Rebecca De Maurier. Yeah. There's actually a lot of familiar faces in this film, though. I think there's a scene where what's his fucking face is in here. He's in the boxing. He's boxing Eric Roberts in this film. I can't think of his name because I'm absolutely retarded right now. He's the guy that plays in every single fucking movie in the world. He's Machete. Can't think because I'm sick and I'm retarded, but you guys are all screaming at the screen, and that's cool. That's cool. It'll probably come to me. But Runaway Train, this is just such a fantastic film. If you've never seen Runaway Train, check it out, man. It's so worth your time. DVD, Blu-ray, combo, awesome stuff. Next up here is, of course, Blood Rage, which was... I'd never seen this movie before. I'd never seen Blood Rage because I never remember seeing the VHS around. Didn't have a DVD or Blu-ray release before, and I don't remember ever seeing this in my video store back in the day for some weird reason. It might have been there, I just might have overlooked it, but man, what a fun, bad film. It's amazing. Got some really cool kills, a lot of blood and gore in this one, but some of the one-liners and the over-the-top acting in this film, especially by the mom. The killer, of course, too. It's not cranberry sauce. I think he uses that line in the film like 3 or 4 times. It's pretty funny. But I was surprised at the body count in this and the blood and gore. It's pretty good. An amazing addition. Everyone knows about this. It comes with 3 different cuts of the film. Arrow just outdoing themselves like crazy. I love the original cover art to this too. I love that cover art. It's fantastic. But yeah, Blood Rage, awesome stuff. And last up for the update, we've got an amazing box set. I can't believe I don't see more people talking about this box set because this thing is just awesome. I've seen a few people, but maybe because it's not horror, which I'm ending the update with a non-horror thing, but this is just so awesome. It's a Bob Hoskins, basically Bob Hoskins double feature here in The Long Good Friday and Mona Lisa. If you've never seen his films, they're just fantastic. Long Good Friday is, it's always been considered to be one of the best UK gangster films. But Bob Hoskins is just awesome. He plays a kind of like a crime boss and gets in this kind of turf war and things like that, and crazy shit starts going down. But awesome stuff. And in Mona Lisa, he plays an ex-con who gets a job driving around a escort or a prostitute, and they kind of have this kind of love-hate relationship, and you know, shit kind of starts going down and stuff. He's just fantastic in both these films. He's just really, really amazing. And this edition, man, look at this shit. Like, this is ridiculous, man. So, Long Good Friday, here is the DVD and Blu-ray release of it right there. And then we got the Blu-ray and DVD. I think this is, yeah, the features, I think, on that one. Then we got Mona Lisa, DVD, Blu-ray, which looks really cool, too. And it comes with this amazing hardcover book, which is really cool. I was doing some reading on this stuff and it's just got some good stuff in here, man. Like really good anecdotes about the films and other stuff. I think reviews and things like that. But just an amazing, amazing edition, man. Like I was blown away by this. It's just fantastic. And of course, Arrow's box sets. You know, you could beat someone to death with the quality of this box set, but yeah, this was really fucking cheap too. I got this on the sale, and I believe it was only £20, I believe. I mean, really, I mean, you're getting 2 films, the book, the box set. I think it was, or was it 18? I can't even remember. It was cheap though. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this update. Yeah, I really wish I had got the rest of my stuff, especially my Deep Red and the rest of my Miike films and a few other things that I ordered. Man, I hate the post. And I'm kind of getting a little freaked out about the Deep Red because, you know, if it does by chance gets lost in the mail, it's sold out. That means I'm shit out of luck on that one, but we're going to pray that's going to come in. So anyways, guys, I will see you next month. And I got some really, really good stuff. I already have 7 things for next month's update, which is really crazy. So but I'm not cheating. I did order those this month, so I'll wait till the end of the month to show them. So I could put them in here and beef up this update, but I'm not going to do that because that's just stupid, right? And I got some really fucking cool box sets, man, for next month. Actually, a lot of them. I kind of went apeshit with the box sets. But anyways, guys, I'm rambling on. Peace out, homies. Yeah. That update took every last ounce of my energy, baby.